Mid-Buckeye Conference play comes to a close tonight in Cub Country. Central Christian has a chance to accomplish something never done before, a regular season sweep of the Lucas Cubs, and to add an extra bit of motivation if you needed it for the MBC champs, it would cap off a perfect 8-0 run in the league. Also would be a first for the Comets. The Cubs, on the other hand, won't repeat as champs, but they're looking for a statement win to propel them into the playoffs. You'll see if they can pull it off live and free on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Time now for your OH Report pregame show, brought to you by Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Jonathan Langdon with you live and free from the Cub Den in Cub Country for some MBC action to wrap up the regular season in conference play. Lucas will have one more game after this tomorrow here in Cub Country for senior night against Mount Gilead, but for today, they've got a big opponent here in the gym. It's Central Christian, a team that is currently unblemished in the MBC. Lucas trying to change that here tonight. It's an uphill battle for sure for the Cubs, but it could be a statement win for them moving forward, especially as they get into postseason, and they'll take on a St. Peter's squad next week in the playoffs. We'll get to them in a moment, but first let's talk about our opponents. Central Christian, the Comets, they come into today 15-5 on the year, 7-0 in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. They were able to sweep Mansfield Christian, one of the top contenders in the conference. They're on their way to potentially sweeping Lucas. First time ever they would be able to do that if they're able to pull off the win tonight. And St. Peter's, they swept them, of course. Crestline as well. So just one more step to perfection in the league for Central Christian, and it's here tonight. The Comets, they've had their way with their opponents in the last couple of games, winners of their last 5, and you see some of the competition they've played. We've talked about the WCAL, if you're an OH Report fan, a lot, and they are huge competitors this year with all of their teams, but those last two opponents that Central Christian put a beating on, both in that really contested WCAL. They beat Waynedale by 30. They beat by 30-22 Chippewa the game before, and then that Mansfield Christian game. Always big between those two teams, especially with the eras that they're in right now. They were able to take them down as well recently. Offense is the best in the league at 62.3 points per game, and it's all led by their player spotlight for today, the junior Drew Badertscher. Averages 16 points a game. That's top 3 in the MBC. Averages 3.7 rebounds as well, and you see the assist numbers and the steal numbers. This team loves to play a full court press. That's likely what you'll see tonight to try and get under Lucas's skin, and this guy is one of the main beneficiaries of playing that sort of tempo offense, or defense I should say, forcing turnovers, getting steals. They have 5 guys with over a steal a game. Drew the only one, over 2. So offensively, defensively, he is a stud, and he's going to be someone to keep an eye out for the Central Christian Comets. Let's go ahead and talk about Lucas. And Lucas here today, they've had a rough season, 2-16 on the year. However, 2-5 in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. That does not have them last this year. They've been able to beat St. Pete's twice. They'll play them a third time in the playoffs next week. And this offense, definitely not Central Christian. 42.9 points per game. They give up 61 points a game. But one positive side, if you're a Lucas Cub fan, is that you're able this year to get your guys a ton of experience. I sat here and watched the JV game, and a lot of the characters in that JV game, they're also going to be playing here in the varsity game. So the amount of time they're getting on the court is extremely valuable, and it's going to be even more valuable when you take on an opponent like Central Christian here tonight. Someone that wasn't playing in the JV game was one of the 2 seniors on this squad for Lucas. You've got Zach Winters, you've got Bobby Grover. I went with Zach today as your key player, your player spotlight to keep an eye out for, averaging 15.7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 1.5 dimes as well. You'll see him on your screen here as we're just about set to go. Zach Winters, 16 points in the loss to Clear Fork a couple of days ago. We'll see if he can keep that scoring up and get some help from his teammates here as well. As we move forward, live and free on the OH Report, we'll take a quick break. National anthem coming up. Lineups, we'll give them to you. Keys to victory as well, and tip-off here from Cub Country, live and free on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Don't just get around this winter season. Conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
And time to wrap up your OH Report pregame show, brought to you by Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Jonathan Langdon with you live and free on the OH Report. Lucas taking on Central Christian here tonight. Let's go ahead and give you those starters for both teams, starting with the opposition, the Central Christian Comets, sitting 15-5 on the year, looking to go 8-0 in the MBC if they can win here tonight. Drew Badertscher, that's the star player. He wears number 2, the junior, averaging 16 points per game. He'll start at guard. Lyle Ensley will join him in the backcourt, averaging 7.1 points per game. The junior wears number 13. Also, number 15, Silas Coleman, All-MBC first team last year, averaging 12 points per game this year. Then you've got Ben Miller, the junior guard, wearing number 23. And to round out the starting lineup, the post, Ruben Carr wears number 32, the junior. Averages 9 points, 6.5 rebounds per contest. The Lucas Cubs sitting 2-16 on the year. They will start their senior Bobby Grover at point guard. Stands 5'10", wearing number 1. Anthony Finello, the sophomore 6-foot forward, wears number 5, averaging 5 points per game, just under that. Had 10 points in their tough loss against Clear Fork a couple of days ago. Cooper Day will start alongside him. He was one of those guys I briefly mentioned that played in the JV game, got a lot of experience this year, and he's going to start here in the varsity game as well, wearing number 12, the sophomore 5'10" guard. Then our player spotlight, Zach Winters, wearing number 23, the senior 6'5" forward, averaging just under 16 points a game. He's also a top 5 scorer along with Badertscher in the MBC. And then rounding out the starting lineup for Lucas, number 30, Mason Giegel, the junior 6-foot forward. He will play underneath with Winters. Keys to victory for both teams. We'll get to those. Jonathan Langdon with you. Brandon Powell is your camera operator here today. We'll start with Central Christian. What do they got to do to finish 8-0 in the MBC? I think you've got to get some overwhelming pressure on Lucas, a team that spills the basketball 18.6 points, 18.6 times, 18.5 times is a better way to say that, per game. So try and force some turnovers on Lucas. Also, let it fly from deep. You have 3 guys that shoot nearly 40% from the three-point mark. So if you can get some early threes to fall, you can really get away in this first half, maybe even first quarter if you're lucky. On the other side for Lucas, we'll get to their keys before we tip off here. And I think what you really need to do if you're them is limit those giveaways, of course, because you want to stay under that 18.5 average mark for turnovers a game. And then also let the seniors steal the show. Their last couple games here in Cub Country, Zach Winters is going to want to be big. Same thing with Bobby Grover, both of them, of course, still playing today and in the starting lineup. Student section making their way back up into the stage, and we are underway. Stage is set for this one in the finale. Central Christian wins the tip. Good ball movement around the perimeter to get things started. Inside, rising and firing and scoring is Central Christian. Already a 2-0 lead as Ruben Carr scores, and it's already another turnover. Right wing 3 hoisted up, shot no good. Long rebound to Badertscher. Tried to enter it in a crowd. Zach Winters dives on the basketball. We've got a foul going the other way. Cubs will lob this nearly out of bounds, but it is scooped up. Carr into the corner, open for 3. There's a swish, and there's your leading scorer for Central Christian, Badertscher. Still trying to figure out this full court press. Got to get it across the timeline if you're Lucas. Grover finally does on the far side. He'll drive on Badertscher into a double in the corner. He's in a pickle, has to lob it over. Finds his teammate Day, top of the key. Grover dishes out 4 assists a game. He's being pestered on the defensive end by Central Christian. The layup left short, however, on the steal by Ensley. Early 5-0 start as Lucas struggling to get past this initial pressure from Central Christian. The Comets doing a good job with some ball pressure early in this game. That was key number 1 for us for their victory. Minute and a half gone here in the first quarter already. That counter still live. Got to get it over. Grover does. Defended by Ben Miller. Not the biggest offensive weapon, but that's what he does best. Defensively, he's able to get some stops as he's going to be guarding Grover for the majority of this game. Grover shoves him off, drives inside, gets a bump, and that will trigger a whistle from the official closest to the scorer's table, and that will be Miller that picks up his first foul. Remains 5-0 on the scoreboard, brought to you by Ohio Valley Manufacturing. Heavy gauge stamping and precision blanking services, hiring now. Go to that website on your screen. Goes off the back, Grover of the defending defender on the inbound, and Grover scores it and one. How about that play? Missed the tail end of it. But Grover, nice improvisation. He's at the line to try and make it a three-point play. And that he will do. Badertscher spins around a couple times, finds a lane, cannot get the finish. Offensive rebound, however, and inside. Central Christian is making Lucas pay for their lack of size with Ruben Carr. Carr's already got 4 here in the contest. Grover will reset. Facing pressure, Badertscher gets him to the ground, but Grover recovers, and a timeout's going to have to be called by Lucas just to make sure they didn't turn the ball over right there. So the Cubs, early 30-second timeout. Four points for Ruben Carr with Central Christian, 3 points from Badertscher. And then for Lucas, all 3 points from Bobby Grover on the last possession. On a baseline inbound, he was able to bump it off a defender, catch it, and finish, and draw the foul. Handoff in stride, lob over top. Giegold finishes. Central Christian looking to respond to a little bit of a run that Lucas has been on as of late to bring it within 2. Handoff, another 3 triggered up by the Comets. That nearly got the bounce, but another offensive board. Put back missed, rebound Grover. Grover in trouble. Found his teammate Finello, who drew a push on the far side. It's a 4th team foul. Scoreboard says 5. Coaches trying to plead their case that we should be shooting free throws. And that we are. So Lucas, not even halfway into this quarter, is already in the bonus for the first. Shooting here, Anthony Finello, 78% free throw shooter. However, he misses the first there. New sub in for Central Christian, Dan Newsom, number 34. As the second free throw is made, Finello splits the pair. It's 7-6. Central Christian still with the lead, now with the basketball. Crossover move, straight line drive, kick back outside. Lyle Ensley loses it out of bounds, but it is last off Lucas. So baseline out of bounds play. Let's see what the Comets got. Go to the far side corner. Ton of cheerleaders here today for Lucas, as you see all the white shirts in the crowd. They'll have a special performance at halftime. Lucas makes the stand on their defensive end. Trying to respond, Cooper Day steps into a three, decides not to take it, gives it back to Grover. Grover, screen is hedged. Able to feed Giegold, however, and inside, Mason Giegold takes the lead for Lucas. Looking for a quick response, can't get it there. Central Christian, Winters saves it in. So the Cubs looking strong here at home, trying to force Central Christian into their first loss in their final game in the MBC. Winters tries to trigger a three. The lefty misses there. Silas Coleman feeds to Brian Martin, who's newly installed into the contest. He'll dish. Another three goes up for Central Christian. That they're just not falling right now. And that'll be an over-the-back foul on Newsom. So Dan Newsom picks up his first. Already some foul trouble starting to add up, not necessarily individually, but as a team. That's going to be yet another foul that sends Zach Winters to the free throw line this time, and that's the sixth foul of the quarter for the Comets. First shot through for Zach Winters, the senior. He'll be honored tomorrow for senior night as they take on Mount Gilead. That'll be the final game of their regular season. After that, they'll play Tuesday against St. Pete's for a sectional semifinal. Zach goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's 10-7 Lucas. Good trend as of late here for the Cubs. Really putting Central Christian to the test early in this game. Newsom just committed the foul on the other end. He's going to be tied up with Lucas on this possession, and the arrow points towards the Cubs. 3:09 and counting left here in quarter number one. Winters looking for someone to inbound it to. Doesn't have much, lobs it over top, just able to get it into Cooper Day. They've got numbers, pass in transition, intercepted. Good play by Preston Clark to get back on defense. Tried to fit that one in there and ultimately finds Newsom inside as it just went off the fingertips of Winters. Grover trying to fight through defenders, and he does all the way to the basket. Good start for Bobby Grover. He's got 5. Got a kickball violation on the other end. Let's take a look at this finish. Bobby Grover really leading this team so far in scoring. They've got the lead 12-9. Gotta love the fight that you're seeing out of the Lucas Cubs, even though this has not been their year. 2-16 overall, 2-5 in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. Only 2 wins this year have both come against Mansfield St. Pete's. What an upset it would be if they could get an upset here today against the top team in the league. 6 points now after that basket from Ruben Carr. The 6-3 post not making it easy on the Cubs on the defensive end. Grover calls the play, still being pressured by, it feels like, the entire Central Christian team. Pick and pop, Winters can't make it, and on the leak out, it'll be an easy layup for Central Christian as Silas Coleman scores his first points of the night, gives Central Christian the lead back. Comets 13, Cubs 12. Under 2 minutes left in quarter number one. Good student section on hand here tonight. You can probably hear them through my mic. They're right to my left. This ball's tipped out of bounds. Last off of Preston Clark, who was pressuring Bobby Grover. Tell you what, Grover has faced multiple players so far today. Hasn't really mattered. Grover's done a good job facing the pressure thus far, but they've thrown a ton of different guys on him early in this game. It's going to be Clark again defending. Quick first step from Grover. Throws up a prayer, can't get that. Giegold fight for the rebound. Ball ultimately ends up inside with Anthony Finello. The sophomore has 3 points here today. Kick to the corner, another open three, another swish. Central Christian, when they get open from deep, they're very efficient. And you saw why there. They now lead 16-14. Winters in space, drives to the basket. Can't get it past the outstretched arm of Carr. Here come the Comets. In and out move, layup, bank shot, no. Follow, also no. Cubs dodge a bullet right there. Chance to tie or take the lead as they find an open Giegold inside who scores again. He's got 6. 10 seconds left. We'll see the last shot from Central Christian. We're tied at 16, folks. Drive inside, and at 3.2 seconds on the clock, we'll have a stoppage for a foul. That'll be the first foul of the day on Lucas. And unfortunately for them, it sends Lyle Ensley to the free throw line. Ensley, a 52% free throw shooter. The first one is going to bounce around and fall in. So looks like Central Christian will end the quarter with the lead. Still 3 seconds of time left for the Cubs to try and do something after this one. Well done by Ensley to make both. Here's Grover going to the half-court line. They made a half-court heave in their last game, this time off to the left. End of the first quarter. Gotta love the effort from Lucas here early in this one. 18-16, Comets with the lead. We'll be back live and free with the second quarter on the OH Report.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Second quarter coming your way live and free on the OH Report on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Saw 29 viewers last I saw during this timeout. How about that first quarter from Lucas, ladies and gentlemen? They trailed just by 2 to the MBC champs. It was similar in the first quarter of the Clear Fork game. They weren't this close, but they simply just ran out of gas in the final 3 quarters. You got to hope that is not the case here tonight. Central Christian feeding the hot hand. It's Ruben Carr. He'll will his way inside and extend the lead to 4. This is tied for the highest lead of the night for Central Christian. Lob over top, intercepted. Full court pressure might start to get to Lucas as Badertscher extends the lead again, and promptly a quick timeout is called by Lucas to kind of wake them up coming out of the second quarter. And that's the tough part, taking on a team like Central Christian. All it takes is one turnover, and boom, there's a 5-point swing. Comets now lead 23-16. As we take this time out along with Lucas, want to take a second to thank our sponsors bringing us here tonight live and free. Ohio Valley Manufacturing, Mechanics Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Scout Construction Services LLC, Graham Ford, and Sutton Bank. Just a few moments ago, we thought there may be an upset brewing, but Lucas, if they want to keep that hope alive, they're going to need a big response here out of this timeout after giving up 5 uncontested points to Central Christian here in the second quarter. They're on a 7-0 run, the Comets. Grover eyes up the 2-1-2 press. Grover crosses over one, finds Cooper Day, and Day is the one to spill it this time. In transition, laying it up, nearly dunked it. Brian Martin, the high flyer, brings it to a 9-point lead. Still scanning the defense. Day picks up his dribble, finds Winters. Winters all the way to the basket, counted and one. Zach Winters able to get past the press, win the numbers game down the floor and lay it in. And that's a big foul as well because that's on Ruben Carr and it's his second. We'll see if they decide to keep him on the floor. It looks like he hasn't been subbed out yet. And Winters can't convert the three-point play. So it is now a 25-18 game, 7-point advantage, and Carr misses his floater a little long. Grover steps it back, gets some space for a moment. Central Christian, however, not making it easy on Grover. Nice dish inside. Giegold open again for another layup. He's been open a lot. He's got 8 points. That leads the team here today. Behind the back, Martin loses it. Stolen by Day. Give to Grover. To 2-on-2. Grover goes right at the defender. Hard off the glass. No. Rip away by Day. Thought he got it away in time, but there was a whistle. It's a jump ball. Fortunately for the Cubs, it is going to be in their favor here on the jump ball. As Grover finds Winters. Grover sitting on 5 points so far in this game. He loses it out of bounds. That'll be last off Carr. Winters lobs it into the backcourt. Grover holds on. Day takes a screen, pick and pop again. Winters from the mid-range area swishes it in. It is back to a one-possession game. Zach Winters after that basket has 6 points. Other way, step through, block from behind. Rebound, out for three. That's a big shot from Drew Badertscher. That's now 3 triples that have fallen for Central Christian in that corner alone on the near side. That's really where they've been able to get their most open looks. Got a foul on Central Christian as they apply their press again. That's going to be the second foul on Central Christian as they start to rack up more fouls. They had 6 of them in the first quarter. They're up to 2 here in the second with 3 minutes gone. Seal play call from Grover. Good hesitation move. Gets past his first defender. Floats this one up. No good. Rebound Carr. Quick leak out. Silas Coleman with some open space. He'll stop and pop for 3. Shot no good. Good box out. Nobody went and got the rebound, however, for Lucas. And it leads to a fadeaway jumper from Brian Martin. Scores now 30-22. Martin averaging 7 points a game. He's up to 4 here today. Winters catches it up the middle, drives in. We've got a whistle, and it's another foul to be the third of the quarter for the Comets. We'll see who it's called on. They'll pick it up on Coleman.
Central Christian Silas Coleman, his third.
So Coleman picks up his third, so he's going to have to go to the bench, and that brings in Josiah Bixler. He'll be in a tight spot here today. Baseline inbound goes to Winters. He sits on the left wing. Now he'll put it on the deck, gets past his initial defender, and now it's an offensive foul as he went right inside on Brian Martin, who took the charge. First foul for Winters. Chance to make it a 10-point lead for Central Christian. It'd be the first time tonight they've done so. Carr controls, ball moves around, and there's another three through from Badertscher, who has a quiet 12 points to start this game. Just over halfway done with the second. It is now an 11-point advantage for Central Christian. Timeout called by Lucas. Looks like Lucas had nearly traveled. And that'll be already the third timeout called for Lucas, so they'll only have 2 to go in the game.
60-second timeout.
Got a 60-second timeout. Central Christian up 11. We'll take a quick break. Come back live and free on the OH Report.
Don't just get around this winter season. Conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Coming out of Lucas's third timeout already. They find themselves down 11. They're going to have to still try and break this pressure that is relentless from Central Christian early in this game. 3.5 minutes to go. Lucas in a tight spot, trying to stay in a reasonable range of the top dogs in the MBC. Winters drives right to the basket, and that will help the Cubs' case. Winters now with 8. He's tied for the team lead with Giegold. Looks like we'll pick up another foul as this happened quick. Carr lost it and then had a little shove on Grover as he went to scoop it up. And that's going to be his third foul, so he's going to the bench. That's 2 key contributors for Central Christian that are now in foul trouble, Coleman and Carr. Combined, that's 21 points per game that's on the bench. Grover trying to draw another foul, doesn't get any call there even though he fell to the deck and lost the basketball. Quickly the other way, Brian Martin, step back, another jumper, that one partially blocked, I believe, by Winters. Cubs trapped in the corner, ball finds Grover. Swung around, Winters bobbled it for a moment. Now he'll drive baseline, bank it in. He's the first to 10 for Lucas. Working it around the perimeter. There's a skip pass for Central Christian. That's been working today as that 3 falls for Preston Clark. Clark, a 39% three-point shooter. That's the best mark on the team. Nice dish as another dime by Grover falls into the hands of Finello. 2 minutes left in the second. 36-28, an 8-point lead for Central Christian. The Comets trying to put it away here in half number one. That's a deep three for Central Christian. How about that shot from Lyle Ensley? And he forces a turnover. Ensley scoop. It's a 4-on-1. Dish inside. Bank shot, no. How about that job from Bobby Grover to force a miss on a 4-on-1? Grover, no fear in his eyes as he goes to the basket, dishes, Finello finishes and one. Takes the contact from Newsom, and that'll be the team fifth on Central Christian. One of the positives today for Lucas is they've gotten nearly every positive contributor for Central Christian in foul trouble today.
Anthony Finello at the line for the Cubs, shooting one.
Make it a three-point play for Finello, the sophomore. He's got 8 points here in this contest. Badertscher dishes it into Martin, who kicks it back out. 3-point shots have been falling for Central Christian. We'll see if they take another one. Martin turns, faces the basket, and an under move. That will be a foul. Lucas coaches wanted to see a travel call. You can make the call here yourself. The foul goes on Finello. That'll be his second, team second as well. And with 1:03 left, we've got 2 free throws coming. Brian Martin, a 68% shooter from the stripe. Gets the lucky bounce, makes the first. Already early in this game, Central Christian at 40 points. Second one off the back iron. Nearly offensive rebound from Newsom, but a good tip out by Ugold. And Lucas will hold. Grover, he's doubled, loses the basketball, dives on it, throws it over to his teammate Finello. Ball still being fought for. Finello scoops and nearly throws it away again. This ball will go out of bounds. Last off, Badertscher. So Lucas lives to see another shot in this possession. Nine-point advantage for Central Christian. Trying to make a stop here. Grover. Little contact on that crossover. Didn't get a call. He's got his defender on the back. Drives in. Newsom the block. Now in transition, Martin tries to go through the legs of the defender. Ball falls back with him, finds Badertscher for 3 in the corner. Shot no good, rebound Newsom. Newsom has it ripped. Grover tips it over to his teammate. 10 seconds left in the half. It's going to be the last shot for Lucas. Grover takes the screen, gets the switch, poked away from behind with 2.2. See one final shot for Lucas. It'll be a baseline out of bounds play. Lob over top. It's going to be a tough shot. Grover at the buzzer tries to draw a foul. Hard off the glass and no. That'll end the first 16 minutes. Comets 40, Lucas 31. 9-point contest into the half. You'll take it if you're the Lucas Cubs here tonight. We'll take a break, come back with some halftime numbers live and free on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower. Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Don't just get around this winter season. Conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Time now for your OH Report halftime show, brought to you by Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Thanks to the rest of our sponsors as well here today, bringing you this live and free coverage from Cub Country, Ohio Valley Manufacturing, heavy gauge stamping and precision blanking services, hiring now. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let's get to work. Scout Construction Services, LLC, with more than a decade of business. You can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction, 419-989-7240. Also thanks to Graham Ford, all 2024 Ford models must go. Financing as low as 0% or up to $10,000 off on select models. And then finally, your final sponsor, saw a couple commercials. Sutton Bank, earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. So halftime score, you see it there, 40-31. Comets up 9. Lucas has had the lead a couple of times, but we've seen the Comets kind of start to run away with it as of late. We'll see if they can hold on, and if they can do so, that would be their first time ever beating Lucas both times in a regular season since joining the Mid-Buckeye Conference. It would also be the first time they ever win the conference and go 8-0 as well. You see the quarter-by-quarter numbers on your screen. As I said, Lucas had a good first quarter. They were only down by 2 going into the second, and then the difference in this game, I believe, has been the 5-0 run they went on to open up the quarter. Take that away, you're only down 2 here in this game. So that was a big stretch, and we're going to see if Lucas can recover as we get ready for this second half. Cubs today, this is their last conference game at home, but their last home game in the regular season. And also actually no, they will host next week against St. Paul in the playoffs, but tomorrow they'll have their senior night against Mount Gilead. Nice non-conference battle for them. Should be a good opportunity to win, especially with the way they're playing here today against that Mount Gilead squad. Both teams back out on the court. We'll see what happens here in the second half. It would be the upset of the year if Lucas can pull off a win here tonight. And if it does become the upset that we've been kind of suggesting, this would be the biggest comeback the biggest upset we've seen on our OH Report cameras this year. Haven't had too many upsets this year across boys or girls games, but this would be the biggest. Lucas starts with the basketball. Winters rises, fires, misses hard off the backboard. And the rebound by Silas Coleman, who, remind you, is sitting on 3 fouls, one of the better players for Central Christian. Shoots that 3, can't get it. Rebound by Winters. So Coleman with 3 fouls. Also number 32 for Central Christian, Ruben Carr. He's also at 3 fouls. Cubs did a good job drawing a couple of fouls on Central Christian in that first half. And because of that, they get a nice easy layup from Bobby Grover. He's now up to 7 points on the game. Inside, a layup missed, but a foul called as Carr will go to the free throw line, shoot 2 free throws. Ruben Carr was second team in the Mid-Buckeye Conference last year. He makes the first free throw to open the scoring in the third quarter and in the second half for the Comets. Second one up and through as well. Back to a 9-point lead. That's where we started here in the second half. Day eyes up the press. They're now in a 2-2-1, it seems. Central Christian, however, backing off compared to the first half. They were really up in Grover's grill, but he's proven that he's able to get past them, so they have to leave him a little bit of space, especially when he gets out to pretty much where he is right now. They are going to try and hedge the screen. Grover gets the extra step, kicks to the corner. Here's Day right by us for 3. Knew he missed it right away, and he chases down his own rebound. Lucas called for a double dribble. I was wondering if the officials were going to make that call, as he did take that dribble to try and recover the basketball. Can't blame Day, though. Tried to play it off. Didn't really have anyone to pass to, but the officials, they were right on it. Central Christian, some good ball movement here on this possession. But also, got to like the defense you're seeing from Lucas. And right on cue, Grover gets in for the steal. Other way, 2-on-1, rises up and scores it and one. How about that score from Bobby Grover, having a day. He's up to 9 points. He could tie for the team lead if he can knock down this free throw. It's been a well-rounded effort so far in this game. Grover misses the free throw, so he'll stay at 9 points. 10 points for Zach Winters, 8 points for Mason Ugold, and then 8 points as well for Anthony Finello. Quick response not able to be made. However, here is an offensive rebound. Carr goes right to the basket, shoves Winters to the ground, and lays it in. Grover lob over top, nearly stolen. Winters tries to keep it in. Can't do so, and we're going the other way. Central Christian forces the turnover. Coleman surveys the floor. He'll get the basketball right back. Playing catch with his teammate Ensley. He knocks down the three. Shots starting to fall for Central Christian. Not a good sign if you're the Lucas Cubs here tonight. Grover. Pass, kick. That one rejected. Easy block for Carr. Pushing the tempo, the fastest player on the floor. Badertscher to the cup. Floater is in. How about this run from Central Christian? They're now up 14. Grover, Euro step into the lane. He's blocked. And that will go out of bounds. Grover trying to motion the officials. He has been hit numerous times today to no whistle. Except the one thing you got to remember is, Lucas, you've forced a lot of fouls on Central Christian, so there's going to be some that are missed. But got to love the effort from Lucas tonight. Even though they're down 14, they've looked really strong. Much better than they did in their last game against Clear Fork, where they lost 76-36. Step through, another bank shot goes in. Grover gets the Lucas Cubs up to 37. They're down 12. Bobby nearly forced another turnover there, but it does find the hands of Coleman, who is starting to heat up here in Cub country. Coleman after that three has 8. Give and go for Cooper Day. He'll feed. This is Winters fading away. Can't get the shot to fall. And there's Coleman again. He hauls in the rebound. Coleman is open again. Probably could have taken that three. Decided not to. This is going to ultimately fall with Carr, who can't make the hook shot. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lucas down 15, 52-37. As Grover falls to the deck again, draws a foul this time. That'll be the team third on the Comets. That one goes on Preston Clark. That's his first of the contest. Foul trouble for both teams. We'll go ahead and go over that real quick. Coleman and Carr, both with 3 fouls. Carr is just checked out of the ball game. His replacement, Newsom, has 2 fouls, and then everybody else with 1. And when I say everybody else, I mean everybody else. Everyone has gotten into the foul game for Central Christian in this game, as Grover is going to be called for the offensive foul. You're going to see a push-off here on Clark. Yeah, just a little elbow. Officials had an easy angle at that one. It's the first foul on Grover here today. Open again. Ensley swishes it. Lucas not closing out on the shooters for Central Christian, and they're paying for it right now in this third quarter. Grover the feed, Winters with a full head of steam. Lost his footing, gets the ball back somehow, can't get the finish, and the first bucket of the day for Lucas's Hayden Maloney falls through. Didn't play at all in the first half. He played all 4 quarters in the JV game. Only eligible for 6 with OHSAA rules, so he had to sit out the entire first half. Bad miss for the Comets there on that offensive possession. Lucas will get the ball back. Here's Maloney's first bucket of the night yet again, brought to you by Scout Construction LLC. Grover zips a pass in. Maloney will score again. Back-to-back buckets for Maloney. That's a big piece for them to add, especially now that they've gotten Central Christian's bigs in foul trouble. Keep an eye on Maloney, number 33 tonight. He could have a big second half. Coleman, bounce pass. Badertscher misses with that one, but an offensive rebound underneath by Brian Martin, and he draws a foul. He's shooting 2.
Fouls on the Cubs, Mason Buell, his second. Brian Martin at the line for the Comets.
Martin with 5 points so far in this game. He'll shoot 2 free throws, try and add to his total. Makes the first. Leads back to 15 for Central Christian. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Cooper Day checking back into the game for the Cubs.
Cooper Day returns to the contest. Gugold will go to the bench. See if this pressure can get to Lucas again. Comets were able to force a couple of turnovers, more than usual in the second quarter on Lucas. But it seems here they've been able to do a better job. That time, though, Maloney just couldn't catch the pass from Grover. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Ball now into the paint. Step through. That one stripped out of bounds. That'll go last off Central Christian. Good hands by Grover. Ensley tried to fit between a gap between the 2 seniors. Never a good idea, especially with those 2 guys being the leaders of the team, not just offensively, but defensively too. Grover wants a screen. He'll get it from Winters. Kick to the corner. Grover open, right wing for 3, and he knocks it down. Grover's heating up here today. Just his 5th made 3 of the season, and it comes at a big time to get him back into this game, down 13. Crossover move, Badertscher stopped, cut off, finds Coleman, back to Badertscher. He missed a 3 earlier from that spot. Redeems himself there. Central Christian already at 60 points. This is the best offense in the MBC. You're seeing why tonight as Grover catches, feeds. Maloney goes up strong and finishes. 6 points for Hayden Maloney, all in the third quarter. Badertscher, he's heating up. He hits another one. Back-to-back threes, back-to-back possessions. Drew Badertscher. 2 seconds left, and Grover won't get a shot up, and that'll end the third quarter. Badertscher with 20 points at the end of 3. He has them up by 17, 63-46. Money time up next on the OH Report.
Don't just get around this winter season. Conquer Conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Just about set for the fourth quarter, live and free on the OH Report. Central Christian is hot from deep, especially in this third quarter that they won 23-15. They've already got 63 points. They averaged 62 a contest. Well, doing better than that tonight. They're at 63 and counting. Carr inside, blocked from behind, but a foul. So 2 shots on the way. First free throw in for Ruben Carr.
Mason Negro checking back in for the Cubs.
Both free throws made by Carr. It's 65-46. Oh, big shot right in front of the bench. There's a whistle. I'm not sure if they got the timeout off. Coach called for timeout. Yeah, so it is a timeout. Lucas got it off just in time. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. I'm not sure if oh man, big shot to Ben Miller. Helped up by his teammates. He's okay. So Lucas will talk things over. Central Christian already with a bucket here, or with 2 free throws to start the scoring in the fourth. Getting close to their biggest lead of the day. They haven't surpassed 20. As we get close to the last couple moments of this game, I want to thank our sponsors one more time, bringing you this live and free coverage from Cub Country, Ohio Valley Manufacturing, Mechanics Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Scout Construction Services, LLC, Sutton Bank, and Graham Ford. It's been a season to forget for the Lucas Cubs, but trying to make a memory here late in the season. Mason loses it out of bounds. He'll stay, however, with Lucas. Lob over top, Grover holds in. He's got 14 points. That's 1 shy of his season high. He's one-on-one with his defender. Instead gives off to Finello. Can't get the bounce. Rebound. It looks like there's going to be a foul before any sort of rebound. And it's on Lucas. That'll be picked up on Finella. It's his 3rd foul of the day. 2nd team foul in the quarter with just 52 seconds and counting off the board here in the 4th frame. Badertscher. Hands off. Ball now with Silas Coleman. Straight line drive. Finds the feed to Bixler. Can't finish. Ball tips to Lucas. Grover lost it from behind, but Hugold gets it back. Winners on a handoff from Grover to the basket. Winters now with 12. The senior duo has 26 of the 48 here for the Cubs. Grover nearly got the steal that time. However, ball hit out of bounds before Grover could get it back in. Coleman with more pace, finds Carr inside, up fake, and he shoots it over two and gets the bucket. Back to a 19-point game. Slow tempo for Grover, scanning the floor. Lobs to Day. Winters. Left-handed drive, spin, fade away, swish. How about that look from Zach Winters, who now ties Grover for the team lead with 14. Coleman past his initial defender, lays it up with the finger roll. Silas Coleman here in this game puts himself up to 10. Baseline drive, lost his balance, Finello, and the ball falls with Carr. Coleman lob over top, Bixler pass just behind his intended target, scooped by Coleman. Carr turns and finishes. Biggest lead of the night for Central Christian, 21, 71-50. Step back, Grover, short on the three. Coleman hauls the rebound, keeps his foot in bounds, and nearly got past the double, but a foul first. That'll go on Winters, should be his third. It's Lucas's third foul of the quarter. With 4:45 left and counting. Badertscher with 20 points, wearing number 2 in blue. He'll step aside, let his teammates get a bucket here. There's another three. It's now 74-50. Good step through a double. Grover, dish, Eagle, rises, fires, and gets it. It's a career high night for Mason Gugold. He's got 10. Dish inside, reverse attempt from Carr. Misses everything, and Gugold scoops, gives to Grover. Lob up ahead today, he's trapped. Able to find Finello, straight line drive, rises up over Carr. Can't score it, but he does draw a foul. It'll be the fourth on Carr. And we'll see a timeout by Central Christian. It's their first timeout called of the day. See what they want to talk over halfway through this fourth quarter. 74-52. As the way this game is going, it looks like Central Christian, for the first time ever, will finish a regular season 8-0 in the MBC. Central Christian, they'll have a pretty good path in the state tournament coming up. They'll play Lake Ridge Academy. 2 words, Lake Ridge Academy. They'll play them next Friday. And then if they win that, they'll have the district semi on the following Wednesday. And then Saturday after that will be the district championship. On Lucas's end, they've got one more chance in the regular season to get a win. It'll be the senior night for Winters and Grover. They'll take on Mount Gilead tomorrow right here in Cub Country. And then after that, it's their highly anticipated meeting yet again with Mansfield St. Pete's, a team they've swept in the regular season. It's their only 2 wins of the year. Out of the timeout, you see Finello make his first free throw. He's got 9, trying to join the double-digit club. And that he does. Not often you see 4 players in double figures and a team down this much. But Lucas has done that tonight. Most of their scoring, if not all of their scoring, has come from 4 or 5 guys. I think 6 points from Maloney off the bench. Those are the only points outside of the top 4 in Grover, Finello, Day, and Gugold. Or Finello, Grover, Winters, and Gugold. This ball will end up out of bounds. We're staying on this side. Baseline out of bounds. Silas Coleman will inbound. And he finds his teammate, Ben Miller, in the corner. Badertscher, crossover move, will be double teamed, immediately gets the ball out. Coleman, plenty of space, and he traveled. Badertscher just drawing the entire defense on him. Gave Coleman a good opportunity, just did not take advantage of it. Grover splits a lane and draws another foul. This will be the second of the quarter on Central Christian. Grover will inbound right in front of our camera operator, Brandon Powell, today. He'll lob it into Cooper Day, who's still scoreless in this contest. Good poke, staying in bounds, Central Christian. And at the last moment, it looked like the foot of Lyle Ensley stepped out of bounds, so that will be back with Lucas. Just able to get it in before the 5-second call. Grover dish through the legs of Finello. We're going to Central Christian's side after that. 3 minutes left. Central Christian, a 20-point lead here tonight on the road. They've taken care of business. Hasn't been the prettiest defensively, but offensively they have caught fire from deep. That's helped them get out to this lead. It's really hard to lose when you score 74 points. I'm sure that'll be exactly what Coach Cooker says in the huddle. He'll say, hey, great win, but 74 points, we're not going to get that every single night. We got to make sure we lock down on the defensive end. Here's Miller for 3, misses that one. Nearly gets his own rebound. Grover still fighting for it. He'll be battling with, again, Ensley, and there's a whistle and a foul. We'll see what the call's on. It's on Ensley. You can be frustrated with the final score here today if you're the head coach of Lucas, but you can't be frustrated with the effort that Bobby has given you today. He loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be last off of Central Christian. We'll have a baseline inbound play. Brian Martin goes out, as well as Miller. 2 new subs. Number 24, Caleb Hagerman, appearing in his 12th game of the year. And it also looks like number 10, Logan Kister. He also joins the contest. Cooper Day, it's been a tough night for him. He misses the 3. Winters can't get the follow. And a good rebound by Central Christian. Here they come down the floor. Ensley, fake, drive. Through 3 defenders, he'll get hacked. And that'll be the 5th foul on the Lucas Cubs. So we're shooting free throws the rest of the way for Central Christian. Lyle Ensley averages 7 points a game, so give him 9. So just over that average tonight. This is a team with a number of seniors, 3 seniors, a lot of juniors, so they'll be well loaded next year as well.
Cooper Rohr checking in for Central Christian.
Cooper Day holds onto the basketball out top. Goes back to Grover. Grover drives to his right, steps through two, dish inside. Nice one, but the miss by Ugold. Winters cleans it up. Movement inside, floater just off the back iron. Rebound Grover. Missed opportunity for Ezra Coleman. Day, floater, finally sees something through. First bucket of the game for Cooper Day. And he nearly forces a steal, but the ball falls right back with Central Christian. Drive through the lane, dish. Extra pass, shot off the glass, no good. Grover over top. Day finishes. Back to a 15-point game, but feels like too little too late if you're Lucas. As most of the starters are out for Central Christian, there's a finish inside from one of the JV guys. Makes it 77-60. That was Caleb Hagerman, who's able to finish inside. He'll have another chance here. And he cashes in. Hagerman, a nice 4-0 run on Lucas. Brings it back to a 19-point game as Winters draws a foul. Winters with 16 today. That'll be the team high. And he misses the first. So we'll see some guys come in here towards the end of this game. Grover will check out, one shy of his career high with 14 points. 4 points for Day towards the end of this one. And then also for Finello, he ends with 10. And Winters, after making the free throw, his night is done as well. He'll end with 17. And a whole new 5 for Lucas out on the floor. This ball will go out of bounds. Lucas will take over. Braden Francis in the game. A couple of numbers I don't have on my roster, so I apologize for that. Also see Nick Deal, number 3 for Lucas in the game. There's a foul in the reach-in. We'll have 2 free throws for Lucas, and they'll come from Nick Dell.
Caleb Hagerman, his first. Joey Westerhalf at the line for the Cubs.
Looking for his first varsity points right here. In and out. His first appearance of the season. This will be a big moment for the junior. Misses both, unfortunately. And with 15 seconds left, Central Christian will likely dribble this out. And Coleman will let the clock run out. 8-0, perfection for Central Christian in the MBC. They get their 16th win of the year. And in the first season under the Zach Cooker era, it is a historic one for the Comets. 79-61 the final. We'll take a break, come back with your MVP, Drew Badertscher. 20 points for him. We'll talk with him momentarily on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Time now for your Spherion Mid-Ohio Player of the Game. Central Christian gets the win over Lucas. They go 8-0 in the NBC season. It's all thanks to Drew Badertscher. 20 points for you in the win. How does it feel to get a season sweep of Lucas, something that has never been done for Central Christian since joining the conference, and then also going 8-0 in the year?
Yeah, feels great. I mean, big turnaround from last year. Love to beat Lucas here. You know, I've never done that before in my high school career, so yeah, it feels great to win in front of this crowd, and yeah, just everything.
Yeah, that's another big thing too. So much history was on the line here today, but you guys seem to shake that off. Three-point shooting was hot today. Talk about that.
Yeah. I'm actually coming off a few cold games, so coming out here going 6 for 8, it feels good. Get my confidence back right before tournament, so you know, just let it fly.
I love that you have 6 for 8 kind of just in your head. You're keeping track. I can definitely tell. So 20 points for you. Talk about some of your teammates because they were able to step up as well, especially in that third quarter. That's when you guys started to get hot. So just talk about your guys.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people step up in the last couple of games. We got, Silas Coleman. He's been really hot recently. Ruben working in the post there. So it's been really good. We've been just rolling with scoring on offense, just sharing the ball. It's been really good. Yeah, it's just great to have other people step up.
So now you this is the last game of your regular season. So now you step into playoffs, and you got Lake Ridge Academy. You're in a really pretty tough district in Division 7. So what's going to be the path from here?
Well, so yeah, we got Lake Ridge. Hopefully we can get that win, and then we got a few upsets ahead of us. We got Bristol. We don't know much about them, but after that we got JFK, and we know that that's a big upset for us if we can pull it off. But we're confident that we can do it and that we can shock some people. So yeah, we just got a lot of work to put in, but we're confident.
Well, Drew, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day as well. We have a special gift from the OH.REPORT, so go ahead and show that to the camera.
Thanks.
So got some candy in there, got some OH.REPORT swag as well. Final question for you. Any shout-outs you want to give to people at home?
Oh, shout-outs. Yeah, I'll shout out my mom over there, taught me to shoot. That's my big reason. Shout out my coaches, my old coach Craig. Yeah. My teammate Ruben Carr, 32,
Yeah, you probably have the best hype crew I've seen this season.
It's true.
So congrats on the win. Good to see you.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Time for your OH Report post-game show as we wrap things up from Cub Country, brought to you by Mechanics Bank. It was a good night if you're a Central Christian Comets fan. So much history made. You beat Lucas for the first time twice in a row in a regular season. You win here in Lucas for the first time in some time as well. Talked to Drew Badertscher and how much that meant to him. And then you also go 8-0 in conference for the first time ever since joining the MVC. So a lot happened tonight, and it just felt odd because Central Christian in this game, especially towards the second half, it was never in doubt. Usually a game against Lucas, it's so tough. But Central Christian, such a great team this year. They get their 16th win of the year, and they're able to take care of business, knocking down as many threes as they could. 6 of 8 alone for Badertscher. So his hot shooting has kind of dwelled into the rest of the team, and they were able to get it done here tonight. So congratulations to them. For Lucas, on the other side of things, 17 points from Zach Winters. He led the way. 14 points as well from Bobby Grover. So those two seniors combined for 31 of the team's 61. And in fact, all of the scoring came from 6 guys here today, as they had 4 in double figures. That's not normal to see that happen and have a final score like this. But Lucas, offensively, things look great. Defensively, there will be things to work on, especially taking on a Mount Gilead team that loves to score the basketball on their side of things as well. So I'm going to show you these final numbers. Those numbers are not updated. I was going to get you the quarter-by-quarter scoring, and you see what kind of happened. Lucas, they were in it in the first quarter. Second quarter, Central Christian went on a 5-0 run to start that second frame, and that's really what did the business in the second and getting them to that lead at half. They were up by 9 at the end of the half. And then from there, Central Christian able to take care of business. Lucas got some points there towards the end with some of the JV guys in. But I think at the beginning of the third quarter, that's when it was never in doubt for this Central Christian squad. They're going to celebrate hard tonight, and they're going to get ready for next week with the postseason. Should be exciting to see for them. That will do it for us live and free on the OH Report. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you tomorrow. We've got some big games, some wrestling. Of course, a ton of conference championships. I believe it's KMAC and MOAC tomorrow on the wrestling realm. And then we'll have a Firelands Conference championship in Crestview taking on St. Paul in Norwalk to see who will take it there. It'll either be, depending on the scores tonight, I haven't looked at the scores tonight, it'll either be a Crestview win to tie and take a share of the title, or it'll be an outright title from St. Paul if they can take down Crestview tomorrow. Should be exciting. Make sure to tune in live and free on the OH Report for that. But if you can't, thanks for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you next time when we cover some Lucas basketball here in the near future, live and free on the OH Report.